Hello guys, how are you doing? Hope everybody's doing all right. All right, we can go ahead and start today's class. How's everybody doing? My name is Coach Justin. We're going to be starting class today. Today's focus is going to be on conditioning for handstand walking. We're going to also look into some Tic Tacs, palm spins, and then we're going to work on some balance today, some more balance specific exercises. So, materials that you're going to need. I have my cutting boards again. We're going to be jumping between platforms, so you have to have some kind of square platforms to jump between. I have a rolling pin here. Just anything that's cylinder shaped will work so that you can work on balancing. With the balance exercise, we're also going to use this ball here. So go ahead and get yourself a ball. I have behind me a step stool, like an aerobic step stool, that I'm going to be using as my slanted wall. So for Tic Tacs, you're going to need some kind of a slanted surface. You can use, if you have a playground, like a home playground, you can use the rock climbing wall on that. You can also use the step stool, putting it at an incline. Some other things. You can actually fill a backpack. I have a backpack over here full of old textbooks that you can fill a backpack up with, and if you're able to fill it up pretty well, it should hold your weight, and you can put some weight into it. So I would recommend you use old hardcover textbooks. That way, it's sturdy enough to hold your weight and push. You're able to put some weight into it. Um, and then of course the chair. I have my chair here. We can work on some stuff with our chair. So that should be good for our materials. We're gonna go ahead and start with warm ups. For our warm-ups, I'm going to be showing you the typical warm-up, and then I'll show you some exercises you can do if you're sitting down or if you're laying down. So for warm-ups here, we'll do some high knees, bring your knees up as high as you can, just like this. Awesome. If you're sitting down, you can do the same motion sitting down like this. There you go. There you go. And if you're laying down, you know you have your bicycle kicks. Like this. So whether you're sitting on the couch, sitting in a chair, laying down in bed, whatever, you can get your workout in. Butt kicks are next. Do your butt kicks for 30 seconds. While you're doing your butt kicks, if you're doing your butt kicks sitting down, turn sideways, you can do what I like to call like boat rows, like you're sitting in a boat, or you're like riding a bike, more like riding a bike. So you're over here riding a bike, just like that. If you're laying down, you can do a similar exercise to the bicycle kicks, but you can try to bring your heel close to your butt. It's more kicks out like this. Okay? Lunges are going to be next. Do those exercises for like 15 seconds, then we'll do our lunges next. Lunge, try to keep your knee over your foot. You don't want your knee past it like this. Over your foot and slightly twist around with your other knee, just like this. Back straight. If you're sitting in a chair, turn sideways, and the chair can help you balance. You don't have to put too much weight on your legs. You can hold on to the chair too. Just like this. And if you're laying down, you're doing this. Creating the shape of a lunge with your legs and just stretching out your hips. And then go to your other side lunge. Other side. Don't put your back knee on the ground. Try to just hover it over the ground. Same here. And here. Just like that. Get that good stretch. Cool. All right, now we're going to do some bunny hops. Bunny hops you like this. Hands are in the air. Pushing through your toes. Bunny hop in. If you're in the chair, I want you to just pop your feet off the ground like that. Pop your feet. Don't worry about your hands. Just pop. push through your toes. Pop, 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 pop. Push through your toes. There you go. If you're laying down, you're going to try and shift your body back and forth, back and forth. Just by moving, just by flexing your toes back and pointing your toes forward. So this is if you're laying down. Just like that. All right, I'm going to do some dynamic stretches real quick. Spin your ankle in a circle. You can do this if you're laying down, sitting down. Just spin your ankle in a circle. Spin your foot in a circle. It's going to stretch your ankle. Go the other direction. Other side here. Other direction. Do our knee circles next. You're going to put your hands on your knees. You're going to do some circles like this. Other direction. Hips next. Do our hips. Other direction. All right. Arm circles. I'm going to go backwards. Big old arm circles, big old arm circles. Cross your body. I'm going to go up and down. And you can do these as fast or as slow as you want. I would vary the speed just to make sure you get a good stretch. Head circles next. Other direction. Bring your chin to your shoulders. You're going to bring your chin to your chest. Bring your head up off the ground. All right. And that's it for our warm-ups and stretches, okay? So... So first on our lesson plan, we are going to be working on the seated dash. Okay, so for the seated dash, that is a movement where you're pushing your body away from an obstacle and you're in a seated position. Okay. So for our seated dash, we're going to start in this chair here. Got our chair. You're sitting down like you would in any other chair. You're going to bring your knees up. You're going to hold on to the side of the chair for this first one. You're going to be bringing your knees up as high as they can, and then you're going to bring them back down. As high as they can, bring them back down. Let's do this like 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this motion right here is very important for the seated dash or the dash away. So the dash away looks like this. You're bringing your knees up, and then you're pushing yourself out of the chair to a platform, to the floor, whatever. So to get that motion, what you can practice doing is bringing your knees up and kicking out and bringing back. Kicking out, bringing back. It's almost like an invisible leg press. Just like 3 more times. Make this kind of a workout. If that's too hard, just do one leg at a time. Leg up. Other one. You want to try to bring your knee as close to your body as you can. So, when we're doing the seated dash, one workout that works really well is, my best way of explaining it is called a butt scoop. So if you've ever seen cartoons where the dogs scoop their butt across the floor, this is kind of what that motion is. You're going to be sitting on the floor, you're going to bring your knees to your chest, and when you're ready to kick out, I want you to just pick your butt up off the floor using your hands and scoot forward. So you're going to bring your knees in, kick out, scoop. All right? Do it again. Knees in first, hands ready, kick out, scoop. All right? Go ahead and do that like 3 times. It's a pretty simple motion. Once you do that, you're going to be sitting in the chair doing the exact same thing, but this time you're going to go to your feet. You're a bit higher up, so this should be a bit easier. You're going to bring your knees up, you're going to kick out, and you're going to land on your feet. In fast motion, looks like this. Okay, just like that. You can also land with your feet apart if you're trying to sprint out of it or do a running jump. So you can kick and move forward, just like that. What we can do is we can grab our precision trainer. I'm going to use the cutting boards here, so you guys can see that. Okay. And we can try to land on the cutting board. So you're going to keep your eyes where you want to go. Bring your knees up. Watch the cutting board. I'm watching it through my knees. And land. Just like that. Here we go. Just like that. Okay? If you want to add a little bit of style into it, you can spin into the chair and then kick to the board. Kind of add some freestyle to it. So you spin, put your hand down, just like that. Try to see how far you can get. I'm gonna move this out some, see if I can get there. It's a bit far. That's like 3 feet, maybe. Just like that. Pretty cool, right? Okay. A little farther. I'll try this one more time. My heels touched the ground a little bit that time. I don't know if I can count that. We'll move on. Okay. Cool. But yes, that is called the seated dash. And that helps. It's a move that you can use to get out of a seated position to your feet. Let's see. And it's also the prerequisite move for a dash vault. Next up, we'll work on our Tic Tac. So for our Tic Tac, you're going to need your slanted wall. So what you can do is, to get your slanted wall, I have my step stool here. You can take one side off and turn it. So now you have this slanted up like this. Okay. If you don't have a step stool like this, I have a backpack here. I have it full of books. It's full of old books. And you can put it down like that. Make sure that the top won't cave in like this. Make sure you know where you can put all your weight into. Okay? So if I put it up like this, like right there, should be good. Okay? Cool. Let's see. So for the Tic Tac, we're going to start off with our cutting boards to understand how our legs are supposed to move. Let's see. I'm also going to use this kind of placemat here to help out. Let's see, can you guys see that? Yes, you can. Okay. So for this setup here, this is going to help us. It's almost like a little bit of what's it called? Hopscotch. So we have our platforms here. You're only allowed 1 foot on each platform except for the end platform, which is our brown cutting board over there. So you're going to start 1 foot here, then you go to the side, 1 foot here, 2 feet here. Okay? It's like hopscotch. So you go 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. All right? And again, 1, 1, 2. Okay? Once you have that down, just on the flat cutting boards, take your slanted surface, whether it's the backpack or in my case, this step stool, and you do the same thing. But now you have a slanted surface. 1, 1, 2. Okay? 1, 1, 2. Okay? Just like that. Cool, cool. And I'm placing my feet somewhat high on the slanted wall just so that I can get a good push into the wall and my foot's not slipping down. Because if your foot's too low, it's very easy for the foot to slip off of the wall. So you're going to take 1 step, take the other step, and then you're going to be bringing both feet to the platform. So you go 1, 1, 2. Try to get your feet as high as you can. We're going to do the same thing. This time, I'm going to use this backpack. So you guys can also see that. Okay. So with the backpack, I'm going to be placing my foot here. Okay. Make sure you can hold your weight. Okay. So our next workout we're going to do is handstand walking, okay? So we've gone through seated dash, we've gone through a tic tac, now it's time for handstand walking, okay? So when we're doing our handstand walk, I'm going to use my step stool. You can use anything that's about a foot off the ground. So you can use the stairs, you can use a stool. I'm going to use my step stool here. Yeah, get kind of resourceful. So I have my step stool here. For handstand walking, we're going to practice walking back and forth. So we're going to be bringing our hands, try to get this in a good spot so you can see. It's a bit weird. Okay, so we're going to start with our hands here. You're going to be practicing walking your hands forward and then walking them back. All right, you're going to walk out to a plank. Hands are here, my feet are on top, and I'll walk them out forward. Practice that walking, look at your hands, and then you're going to walk them back. Try to get your hips as high in the air as you can. You're going to walk out. You're going to walk back. Just like that. Boom. Boom. All right, cool. And you want to try to get your hips over your hands. So what we'll do next is, if that's too easy, you can also practice what I call a wheelbarrow. It usually takes 2 people, but you can do this with 1. You're going to try and walk your hands forward. And then before you walk your hands back. And before you walk them forward, I want you to kick your feet up into a handstand and walk forward. So it's going to look like this. You're going to be in your plank here. You're going to walk them back. Hips are up. When you're ready to walk forward, kick into your handstand and come back down. Okay? So we're starting up here. Walk them back. Hips up. Kick. Walk forward. Okay? You're trying to walk forward with your hands, and your feet are going to slowly come down as you walk forward. Cool. If this looks a little intimidating, you can find a raised surface, like a chair, here. On a raised surface like a chair, and you can walk your hands forward and back on here first. So I would practice doing this. Hands on the chair. If this looks a little scary, walk forward, walk back. Then build up, walk forward, walk back. Add some strength exercise. You walk forward, do a push-up, walk back. You can do the same with the other foot. Walk forward, walk back. Then from there, you can try and do a little bit of hop. Okay, a little hop. As you hop, walk forward. Hop. Hop. That's the first workout before you do that. That's an easier workout. It's not as intimidating. You can still do this if you just have a chair. So coming back to here, hands will go down. Walk out with your hands. You're starting here. You're going to walk back, hips up. Then you're going to kick and walk your hands out. Let your feet fall. But try to hold them up as long as you can. Don't be afraid of your feet fall immediately. Just keep practicing. You'll get better. Okay. Cool. We'll do one more of an exercise. You can do this with the chair, or you can do this with this. Okay. I'll show you the easy version. I'll show you the hard version. The easier version. I will say easy or hard. The easier or the harder. So, harder version. Your feet are gonna be here, and you're gonna do let's do 30 shoulder steps, or you're gonna just do 30 steps like this. Do 30 of them, just like that. Do the same here. Keep your arms straight. Hold tight. Arms straight. If that's too easy, get your feet higher. All right? Higher and higher. If you want to put your feet on the wall and really try to do the handstand and do it, that works perfectly too to help you with your handstand walk. But do 30 steps. 30 steps. Before you try to do it up on a wall, just try it here. 30 steps. Okay? I think I stopped them. I don't know what I stopped them. I'm going to do like 15 more. Make it a little harder. You can bring your hips up here. 1, 2. And you can face your fingers forward so it feels more like a handstand. Handstand, you don't walk like this, right? Walk like this. So you're going to have your hands facing forward. You can shift your weight that way. Okay? How are we doing on time? Okay. 5 more minutes. Let's see. We can, for our next thing, let's take a quick water break. I'm going to take a water break for 5 minutes. We'll get back here at 6:30. Okay? Use this time for water, bathroom. If you have questions, if you're in the chat right now, if you have questions, what we're doing next, anything that we already covered, feel free to do that. Our next part of class has a good bit to it, so I'm going to just go ahead and take the water break now after we did all those steps. But yeah, we'll continue again at, I'll say 6, a little before 6:30. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Cool. We have like 2 more minutes. Ooh. For the next half of class, we're going to be using some cylinder shaped object. I have my rolling pin here I'm going to be using. We have a ball here, and then you're going to want our step stool, our 1 foot step stool. I'm going to get ready for that. If you have a ball, this is going to be really fun to do with a ball, so find a ball. It's just a small ball. It can be a small ball, big ball, just something that bounces, really. Mm-hmm. Cool. All right, we can go ahead and get back. All right, so this will be the rail today. Let's work on our balance. We'll start here. So we're going to start here on the ground. All we're going to do is we're going to get into a deep squat, but we're going to be on the tips of our toes here. So we're here. You're going to be squatting down, staying on the tips of your toes. A squat. You're going to stand back up. All right. Squat. You're going to stand back up. All right. We'll do this. Let's do 3 more. Squat. Stay on the tips of your toes. Your heels cannot be on the ground. Only your tips of your toes. Squat. Okay. Cool. Now, if you have a ball, you can do the same exercise with the balls. You can squat, bounce, catch it, and stand back up. Squat, bounce, and catch it, come back up. It's a little hard. Squat, bounce, stand back up. All right. So next, we're going to bring our feet in front. So now I have 1 foot here. My other foot's going to go in front. Okay. So I'm going to do a similar exercise. I'm going to squat here as deep as I can, and I'm going to stand up. If that's too easy, take your ball. You're going to try to bounce it to your other hand. Build some hand-eye coordination. So you're going to drop. It's a little tough. Bounce forward, drop. Just like that. Bang. Woo. Bounce. Okay, just like that. Now, grab your rail. You're going to do it on the rail now. So same exercises on the rail. Bounce. Standing up straight. Squat. Bounce. Stand back up. If you can't, if this is too hard, go back to the floor. Keep practicing. Squat. Bounce. Stand up. Woo. Try it this way. When you're doing it this way, one foot's this, other foot's here. Squat. Stand up. Woo. You can do this with a foam roller, a rolling pin, a broom handle, broomstick handle, a bow staff, a lot of different things. Squat. Stand up. Do the other foot in front now. Squat. Stand up. Woo. Ugh. Oh, this is tough. Squat. So that's a really fun balance workout you can practice too. Okay. And it doesn't help that the rolling pin spins like it does. So if you can bounce on this, bouncing on a regular rail shouldn't be too hard. Whew. Try to see how many bounces you can get. Oh man, that's tough. Okay, next we're gonna move to a wall. So I'm facing the wall here. Move you guys over. Can you guys see? You guys can kind of see. Ooh. So we're over here on the wall. We have our rolling pin here. You can use the rolling pin, bow staff, whatever you're using. Something cylinder shaped. Facing the wall, I have my ball. You're gonna squat first. Then you're gonna bounce it off the wall, catch, stand up, bounce up here, squat, bounce it here, stand up, bounce, squat, stand up. All right, try to do that as many times as you can before you fall. Once you do that, once you start falling, you can face your bar towards the wall. And you're gonna do one foot in front of the other. You go here, squat. This one's a little harder. Stand up. Woo. You can use something to hold on to if this is really hard. This is hard. This is a fun workout though. See, hit up top. Ooh, almost dropped it. Hit up top. Drop. Hit down low. And up. Drop. And up. Ooh. Yeah, that's a tough one. Okay, cool. We're doing on time. We can do a couple more rounds of that. If you want to make it even harder, try to start up here. You're going to bounce it on the floor. You're going to bounce it on the wall. Then you're going to bounce on the floor. Then you're going to squat down. Bounce on the wall, bounce on the floor. Then stand up. So you're going to bounce on the wall. Then bounce on the floor. Now you can squat down. Bounce on the wall. Bounce on the floor. Now you can stand up. Try to do this as many times as you can. Wall. Woo. Floor. Squat. Wall. Floor. Come on, let me get three. Let me get three. Oh no. All right. Ooh, that's tough. Okay, let me try it this way. I'll try it again this way. Ooh. For your hand. Same thing. Standing upright. This is hard. It's harder. Wall. Nope. Wall. Floor. Squat. Yeah, doing it vertical. This is the way that most you're gonna be walking on rails. So if you're walking on rails, you're not really gonna walk on a rail sideways like this. You're not gonna do that. You're mainly gonna walk on rails, feet in front of the other, like that. Okay. So being able to practice that kind of position on a rail is very useful. So we'll do it this way. You're gonna bounce it on the wall. Bounce, take your ball. Bounce on the wall. On the floor. Wait, no, sorry. Yeah, wall, then floor. Now you're going to squat. Wall, floor, stand up. Wall, floor. Woo. Stand up. So standing up. Wall. That's tough. This is a challenge right here. If you guys can figure this one out, this will definitely help you balance. Let's try it one more time, then we'll move on to our last skill, the palm spin. Over here, wall, floor, start squatting. Come on, no. Dang. I really want to get this now. This is definitely a challenge to try. Well, ooh. Bounce. You're gonna balance on this rail. Standing up. Wall, floor. Maybe not today. Maybe not today. I don't know. I usually don't like quitting on challenges like these. They're really good. Oh, this might be it. Oh, that's so hard. I'm probably not going to take that, but that's practically a challenge, okay? So now we're going to do our last skill, the palm spin, okay? So for our palm spin, we're going to start on the floor. I'm going to grab line. Okay. So a palm spin is where you have a raised surface, and you start on one side of the surface, one side of the platform, your hands go onto the edge, and your body travels around 360, a whole circle, back to the spot. So you're going to start here, you're going to spin around back here. Okay? That's your palm spin. So how we're going to work into that, move this out of the way for a second. We're going to I'm going to make a line on the floor here. Okay? So we're going to move this out of the way. All right. We have our line on the floor. We're going to start facing here. Okay? Facing forward. The line is parallel. So we're going to take our hands. We're going to do a gorilla walk over the line. Okay? Hand here to here. To here. Okay? Side to side. Just like that. Okay? Now what I want you to try to do is I want you to try to do the same thing, but this time your hands cannot go to the other side. Now your hands have to stay on the same side as you. So my hands are going to be put here. My body's going to move here. Okay? Like this. Not too much of a change. Now try to turn your hands. So now your hands are going to be facing to the left or to the right, whichever way you're going, but to the side. So you turn your hands, and you'll notice that your body rotates. So now I'm facing you guys. So you here, turn your hands, let your body rotate on top or onto the other side. Try to do the same thing. This time, instead of facing your hands this way, try to spin your hands all the way 180. It's a little tougher. So you can spin your hands 180. Now I'm facing this way. All right? Use the line to help you figure this out. So your hand here, turn this way. Okay? Cool. All right. So once you figured out, a little bit like this. Once you figured out how to move your body over the line of the floor, then you can get to your raised surface. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a very identical exercise on here. So you're going to be putting your hands, one hand's going to be facing down like this, the other hand's going to face up like this, okay? So you're going to be jumping onto here, your hands are going to stay where they are. You'll jump, and you're going to face, or end up facing back, okay? From here, I want you to walk around and do the rest of the circle. So you come around like this, okay? So do it again, jump on top, walk around. Do it again, jump on top, walk around. All right? Once you're able to do that, you're going to move over to the edge of your obstacle, okay? You're going to move over to your edge. Let me see, I'm going to move this down so you can see better. Working in this small space is a little difficult. Okay? So from here, you're going to be on the edge of the obstacle. You're going to try to bring your feet onto that side. So hand here, just like last time. Feet on the side. There. Okay? So now we're over on the side. Now let's try and finish facing this way. You're going to jump, facing this way. Okay? This way. All right? As you get better at that, try to go all the way around as best you can. So you're finishing facing this way. If you need to land one foot at a time and walk your feet around like this, you can do that. All right? But don't just go up here and then stand up and walk off. Get used to doing the full circle so that when your body gets used to the full motion, your hands get used to it. So you're here, hands, you're going to jump, bring your hips up, and come around to the same side that you're on. All right, takes a bit of jumping. Your hips got to get up high. Okay? Cool. Let's see. I'll do it again one more time. Hands here, and jump around. Just like that. Okay? Cool. All right. We're going to go ahead and stretch now. Stretching time. All right, so straddle first. Let's go to our right side. Make sure you're breathing as you stretch. Other side. If you can, try to bring your nose to your knee. You can already do that. Try to bring your ear to your knee. Grab your foot, bring your ear down, like that. Good stretch. We'll go down the middle. We'll reach out, slide your hands out, slide them out as far as it can go. You're going to bring your elbows down. Try to tap your elbows on the floor. Get lower in the stretch. If you can already do that, try to bring your forehead down. Right on. Just like that. Legs together. And point your toes, put your hands up. Reach on out. Just like that. Point those toes. Legs are straight. Do our butterfly. Your feet are going to be together. Push your knees down. You're going to grab your toes. You're going to take a deep breath in. Through your nose, you're going to take a deep breath out. Bring your nose to your toes as you breathe out. You're going to take one leg out. Other leg is going to be bent, and it's going to go over the straight leg. You're going to give your knee a hug. Bring it towards your chest. The other side. We're going to take your foot. We're going to bring it back. It goes far down as you can. Other leg. Bring your feet together. Knees together. Go on back. If you can bring your elbows down, that's perfect. Next, we're going to go into our lunge. We'll lean forward first. Then you're going to take one hand. If my right knee is up, so I'm going to take my right hand and put it on the inside. Take your other hand, and you're going to bring it slowly up. Look towards the ceiling. Just like that. Your hands up towards the top. We're going to come on down. Other side next. Take your hand. Go up like this. Just like that. And you're going to bring your hand down. Ooh. All right, now we do our wrist stretches. Hands going to be down on the ground. Can't move your hands, but your body's going to sway forward and back. Try to get your shoulders past your fingertips. Shoulders past your fingertips. Go side to side. Side to side. Take your hands and go back around. Just like that. You know, look at the palms of your hands. You're going to take, you're going to do some fists, some tight fists. Now we're going to do a seal stretch. Fingers facing outwards. Legs straight, keep your legs together. You're going to bring your hips down to the floor, arms straight. Try to bring those hips down to the floor. Just like that. There you go. So good stretch. Good stretch from the back. We're going to go cat stretch. We'll go to our lunge. We're almost done with our stretches. Go to our lunge. You're going to bring your knee down. Back back leg is going to be straight, and you're going to go over, just like that. You're going to try to shift all your weight over that leg and get a nice stretch right here. Just like that. Go to the other side. Cool. And then the last stretch. We're going to put our hands flat on the ground, feet flat on the ground, arms and legs straight. We'll hold our downward dog position. Make sure you're breathing. And you're going to walk your feet up to your hands and then stand up slowly. All right. And that is it for class. So today we worked on some balance exercises using our railing, our rolling pin. We worked on the seated dash. So remember, your seated dash is whenever you are sitting in your chair and you're pushing yourself away from the object into a precision jump or a run, whatever it is. We worked on our handstand walking using the chair and the step stool, doing those steps. You can do that with the handstand on the wall. You can do it with a regular plank, whatever you're doing. It really helps with your handstand walks. And then wheelbarrows is too. If you don't know what those are, just look earlier in the video. We did wheelbarrows. That was really helped too. Um, and then palm spins. We also worked on our palm spins. Freestyle movement. Just make sure that your hips get up high. It should get easier over time. It's kind of a tough move. But yeah, palm spins too. So that's it for class today. I'll see you guys next Thursday. I hope you enjoyed it. See you guys later. Bye.